Yo, what's good YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoop, back with the CPC Season 6 Week 4 battle. Prep talk went up yesterday, battle going up today. So we have the squad that we said we were going to bring in the prep talk. And my opponent chooses to bring the Landers, Therian, Masharna, Mamoswine, 3 Pokemon I knew were coming because they work so well together versus my team. And my opponent's got Mega Houndoom, Cobalion, and Quillfish to go along with those. So, some threats he didn't bring: Suicune, Scizor, Breloom, a Selgor, Munchlax. Yeah, he's used that thing quite well this season, so it's definitely a threat. And the Archeops. And so yeah, I decided that his most likely lead was Mamoswine or Landers Therian, one of his rockers. I figured Cobalion wasn't going to be rocks in this matchup since he does have Mamoswine and Landers. But then I also thought maybe it is rocks so that Landers and Mamoswine are free to always go for, Earthquake and stuff and spam that versus my team, because it's really solid against my team. My 2 immunities are weak to ice, so I'm really weak to Mamoswine. That being said, I do decide to lead with Tapu Fini because I feel like it's a solid lead versus Mamoswine. And I can just click Calm Mind. Knowing I can live any 2 hits, I can click Calm Mind, and I'm actually going to be able to outpace it too since I'm EV'd to outspeed. So, I also felt he could lead Quillfish and be like a Toxic Spike setter, and that played a little bit into my decision to lead Tapu Fini because I also wanted to get rid of that, and I have the Calm Mind and the Hidden Power Psychic to be able to 2-hit KO that. So I do lead Tapu Fini here, and I'm just going to click Calm Mind immediately as my opponent's going to hard switch out into Quillfish. So now I'm at +1/+1, and I'm just going to click the Hidden Power Psychic here. He can, so he's really fast because I was, speed creeping Mamoswine. That's a really fast Quillfish. And he does pop my Salad Berry though. Unfortunately, I'm in Ice Shard range, so it didn't really matter. I was just, say I'd have been at 20-some% or something, I would have been out of range, I believe. But just in range, and it was a little bit unfortunate, and we're going to lose Tapu Fini, which was our best way of revenge killing Mamoswine, actually, outside of Mega Gallade. We do get rid of Quillfish, but Quillfish wasn't that big of a threat to our team outside of getting, like, Spikes Up or, like, Scald Burns on the team. So we bring in Mega Gallade here to just go ahead and revenge kill Mamoswine. He's going to hard switch into Masharna. Pretty obvious play, and it's pretty obvious he's going to Baton Pass. So I couldn't go hard into Muck because he would get a free Earthquake off. But he's going to go into Mamoswine here, and I'm going to click the Incinerate, knowing that if he sets Stealth Rocks up, it's no big deal. And if he goes for the Icicle Crash, I had the Yachi Berry. So I was able to live that. And that Incinerate damage did nothing. So I'm going into Licky Licky immediately to throw off some wishes here and maybe get myself in a position to where I can weaken the Mamoswine for other threats. But he hard switches into Cobalion here, and I'm going to hard switch out into my Mega Gallade, knowing that I can take any hit and get my wish back, and then threaten the Cobalion out. He doesn't actually hard switch though, and he's able to Volt Switch, slow Volt Switch into his Landers Therian and get the Intimidate off, and he goes for the U-turn. I didn't want to risk like Earthquake crit or anything like that, so I hard switch out to Gligar, and then double, well, not really a double, but he U-turns out into Mamoswine, so I have to hard switch back out into Licky Licky, and I just have to Wish Protect Stall. Here I thought about making a play predicting his Cobalion or his Landers, but I didn't want to make that play yet. And here I'm going to click Protect to kind of scout his Cobalion, and if he doubled, then I was in a solid position there too. However, he gets a crit here on his knockoff, which is so unfortunate, because not only do I lose my item, I lose a bigger chunk of HP. Able to get my wish back though. Still unfortunate that I don't have my leftovers. And he goes for the close combat here, so I'm just going to hard switch out. Actually, I wish. The reason I wish is because I can take any 1 hit since he's revealed to not be a boosting item in terms of like life orb or choice band, like a fight plate, close combat. I think was a roll to knock me out with my investment, unless he was like more offensive. but in the case that he was, then he wasn't. He's not as big of a threat to things like Mega Gallade and Gligar. But here he's able to get Landers in and knocks off my Violet as I switch into the Gligar, which is super unfortunate because now I'm more susceptible to things like Mega Houndoom, which is unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate there, but we're gonna try to. He switches out from Landers into Mamoswine and then predicts Earth Switch into Licky Licky, doubles out into the Mega Houndoom to set up a nasty play. And like I mentioned in my team builder, I am Ice Beam and Flamethrower Licky Licky, so I don't have Earthquake anymore. I changed it from my initial set. So this Mega Houndoom is actually going to be able to just sweep through the team here with Fire Blast, Oko, and Alola Muck. And since I've lost my Violet, I can't actually survive a Fire Blast. And my opponent misses. And I get an Earthquake off, but he's EV'd to live that after Rocks, so pretty solid prep there. And Fire Blast will run through my team here. I think he can click Sludge Bomb here on the last turn so that he doesn't risk the miss. And he's going to pick up a solid 5-0 victory. So, not the match I wanted. I was 0-3 going into the match, so playoff hopes and stuff like that were already diminished. But I was getting to play the defending champ, so I wanted to have a really solid match, and I prepped a little too cheekily, I guess you could call it, with like Salic Berry, Calm Mind Feeny, and Incinerate, Thunderstarian, things like that. Didn't really work out for me, and I swayed a little bit from my usual Alola Muck sets. I'm usually like a more like either a setup variant or like a Pursuit Trap and Assault Vest variant. And this time I went 4 attacks with a Shuka Berry to maybe catch some things off guard, and it didn't work out for me, but not a big deal. I was already, like I mentioned, out of playoff contention, and I think I'm out of playoff contention. I would have to win all my games, and a lot of other players, the higher ranked players, would have to lose all of their games basically, which is unlikely. But yeah, we're gonna cop a 5-0 loss here to Johnny Ricepool, who we've actually got an ongoing draft, like a draft tournament. So it's a little bit different draft content, but it's super solid, and we're partners along with the Token Minorities Sticks. So yeah, that's pretty dope, and we might be uploading some content about that or something. I'm not sure. I do know the host is uploading replays of each pool, so that's pretty dope. But yeah, that's going to be it. Good game to Johnny Ricepool, coach of the Rhine Valley Guardians, and we'll be trying to bounce back next week. We will be facing off against Moxie and Fernape, aka Blake, coach of the Baltimore Braviaries. So definitely going to be looking to bounce back and try to cop out some wins the rest of the season. Definitely. I don't think the team is performing badly. I think it's a common. Well, let's see here. Week 1 versus Aster was my bad misplays at the end because I couldn't see the Zapdos HP. Week 2 was a loss to North, which was a solid loss, but there was some controversy because there was a timer, but that was in our control, and we actually decided to replay the game and finish it out, and he still won. So, and then week 3 was a RNG loss. I set Alola Muck up in a position to win the match, and we got paralyzed and Spadef drop. And then in this match, we just got the double into Houndoom, and not having Earthquake on Licky Licky sealed the deal right then and there. And yeah, that's going to be it. And hopefully we can cop out some wins the rest of the season. We need some wins so that we're not like dismissed from the CPC or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be it. Let me know what you thought about the prep on both sides of the field, the plays on both sides of the field. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.